Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well. I wanted to do a quick video on the Makeup Forever HD High Definition Foundation today. I know I'm a little late in jumping on the bandwagon of this foundation, and I picked up this foundation about a week ago because one of my YouTube friends, Nicole, username GlamCandy2, I'll put her link below, recommended I try this. We like a lot of the same foundations because we have almost the exact same skin tone and the exact same skin type, so we like to bounce ideas off each other with foundations. So she recently picked up this one, and then I thought, okay, I'll try it as well. Part of the reason why I was so transfixed by this foundation is just because of all the hype surrounding it. Another reason is because I was actually watching a video with Kim Kardashian and maybe it wasn't Mario, it was someone else, but one of her makeup artists, and she was actually using this foundation, and I was like, well, if Kim Kardashian uses it, I definitely have to check it out. So despite reading a lot of reviews that this foundation is not very good for oily skin and is not very long wearing, I still thought that maybe it would be a good thing for me to buy a more lightweight foundation that'll make the skin look really airbrushed, really flawless, really poreless, and I was looking for a foundation that would be good for taking photos because, as you guys know, I just reviewed the Estee Lauder Double Wear, which is one of my favorite foundations, but it's not super awesome for taking photos. So I was kind of on the hunt for something that would be good for if I knew I was going to be taking photos, and so I picked up this Makeup Forever HD. And I guess this review is going to be pretty short because for me, this foundation just didn't work out. It was really pretty coverage and I really liked the look of it on my skin. However, it just did not have enough staying power for me. I wore this to work one day and I just kind of went into the bathroom every couple hours to check out like what the coverage was like, what the finish was like throughout the day, and it wasn't even noon. And my face was like totally had no coverage. It was very oily, very glistening, and I could see a lot of my like freckles breaking through and a lot of the blemishes and imperfections in my skin. So I guess for me, I don't know if this is just because I'm used to wearing like a more medium to full coverage foundation. I think that this is has the potential to be more full coverage, but it starts out very sheer. So for me, I don't really know. I guess this product is just a little pricey for me. It's $40 for 1 ounce, and it just didn't have good staying power. It didn't control my oil well, which, those weren't product claims, so I can't really be upset that it didn't work out for me. But I think after using products like Revlon Color Stay and Estee Lauder Double Wear, foundations that really do help me control my oil and have great coverage and last all day, it's really hard for me to, buy a product that's $40 that really doesn't deliver for me. So I did test this out with photos. It looked really beautiful, and it was a really awesome finish the first couple hours I wore it, but I just really don't think I'm going to keep it because I don't think it's worth keeping a foundation that I know I'm not going to wear very often just because I know it's not going to stay on my face. And just for those of you that are curious, I did use a mattifying gel underneath it, and I did use a setting powder. So I really feel like I took kind of those necessary steps to make this foundation work, and it still didn't really work for me. Also, I had a pretty hard time finding a color match. Originally, when I went into Sephora, I got color matched as number 120, which is a yellow undertone, which I don't have a yellow undertone, and that just didn't work for me. So then I went back after doing some research on swatches and stuff like that and picked up 118, which has a more beige undertone, and I have a neutral undertone, so I thought that maybe that would work a little better. And 118 was a lot better than 120, but it still had a little bit of a yellow undertone, so I think 118 would suit NC skin tones much better than NW, if you understand the whole MAC terminology. I have an NW undertone, and the one below 118 is 115, and that one had a pink undertone. So for me, I had a little bit of a hard time with this foundation from the very beginning. A lot of the shades were either just too pink or too yellow for me. 118 definitely, I could have made it work, but I just don't really think it's worth the money in general. It just doesn't work well in my oily skin. And I guess I just, gave into the hype and thought I would give this a try. But since I just picked this up a week ago and I've only used it about once, I'm probably just going to send it back to Sephora. And I'm actually going to be checking out the MAC Pro Longwear foundation this weekend because as you guys know, I love my, medium to full coverage long wearing foundations, so it sounds kind of more like it's going to be a better thing for my skin and what I'm used to. But if you, don't need a lot of coverage and you don't need your makeup to last for an extremely long period of time, I would definitely suggest checking out the Makeup Forever HD. It is a really high quality foundation. It looks very gorgeous on the face. However, I just think $40 is a lot to spend on a foundation, especially one that you're just not crazy about. I am totally willing to spend money on high quality products that I really enjoy using, but for me, I don't want to just spend $40 to spend $40 because everyone says it's great. So I think that this one's going back. I'm going to stick with my Matte Velvet Plus, with my Revlon Colorstay, with my Estee Lauder Double Wear. And yeah, so I just wanted to share you guys like what happened with my experience with this foundation. I guess this wasn't really a formal review, but feel free to comment below with your experience related to the Makeup Forever HD foundation. If you love it, if you hate it, if you thought it was okay. I'm totally open to all of you guys' opinions, so thanks so much for watching. Feel free to leave a question or a comment below if I forgot to mention anything in this video. Thanks for watching and have a good night. Bye guys.